Hello, hello. For today's class, I definitely recommend having something used as a strap. Blocks are always good, but strap is definitely something I would recommend for today. And if you don't have an actual strap, you can always use a towel, you can use a belt, a piece of rope. If you are using a belt, I do recommend a cloth one rather than a leather one. I'm just going to give people a few more minutes to come in for class. Alright, and if anyone has any requests for today, please feel free to put it in a comment on the video. I will do what I can to get your request worked in. Again, we're going to give people just a few more minutes. Alright, just to reiterate, I recommend having a strap for class today. Hey Ryan. Have a strap, something to use as a strap, towel, belt, piece of rope, whatever you have. Blocks are always a good idea. And we're just going to give people a couple more moments. Right. Just going to give people about 2 more minutes to come in for class. And once again, if anyone has anything they want to focus on, please put it in a comment on the video and I will do what I can to work it in. Also, can everyone hear me okay? Ryan, can you hear me okay? Cool, just making sure. Alright, once again, just gonna give people another moment or two. Alright. Stop. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So, grab your strap, have it with you at the back of your mat. Good enough. Come on down to your back. Glue the soles of your feet together, let your knees fall wide, in Supta Baddha Konasana. Rest your either arms at your sides, or you can rest one hand on your belly and one on your heart. Just start to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Feel the rise and fall of your belly and chest. And if for whatever reason your knees being so open isn't very comfortable, you can also place blocks underneath your knees or just extend your legs out long for more of a Shavasana or corpse pose. Just continue to breathe. We're going to take a quick body scan. Bring your awareness to the top of your head, the crown of your head. Try to let this relax. And then bring your awareness down your forehead, letting it unfurrow. Space between your eyebrows relax. The space around your eyes relax. Come down your face to your mouth, your jaw. Maybe open and close your mouth a few times to help release your jaw a little bit. Then bring your awareness around your ears to the back of your head. Down your neck, the front and back of your neck. Maybe even rock your head side to side to let the neck loosen a little bit more. And then bring your awareness down your shoulders to your upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers. Try to let these all relax and melt down into the earth and or onto your stomach and chest. Then bring awareness back of your arms. Bring it down your chest and abdomen. Try to let these areas relax to allow for smoother flow of breath. Then swoop your awareness around to your back, your upper, middle, and lower back. Try to let these go and melt into the ground. Then bring your awareness to your pelvis, your glutes, your hips, your inner thighs, your groin. See if you're clenching anything here. Try to let that go. Let it relax. Let your knees fall a little more open if so. Then bring awareness down your thighs, knees, calves, ankles, and feet. Try to let all of this go. Bring awareness through your whole body, looking for any areas of tension, tightness, tiredness. Try to let these relax into the earth. Just a few more breaths. Alright. Bring your hands to the outside of your thighs and close your knees like a book. Bring your knees and feet, feet to the ground, knees up to the sky. Grab your strap. Take one end of your strap in one hand, opposite end in the other. Loop your strap on the bottom of your right foot. Draw your right foot up above your hips as much as is comfortable. Slide your right hand down both parts of your strap until you can no longer reach without bringing your shoulders and head up off the ground. And then wrap your strap around your hand. Bring your left arm out to the left side of the room. Option to keep your left leg bent or to extend your left leg down to the ground. Drive your heel up towards the sky of the right foot and flex your toes towards your face. Gently use your right bicep to pull your foot closer to your head. Feel a stretch along your lateral hamstring, the outer hamstring on the right leg. Just a few breaths here. Take another deep breath in and out. Inhale. Slowly, gently let your right knee drift to the right. Keep your hips down on the ground. Moving the stretch from the lateral hamstring to the medial hamstring and potentially inner thigh. Still use your right bicep to pull your foot up towards your head to increase the stretch of your hamstring, but only go to the point of stretch, not to the point of pain. Still flex your foot towards your face to help lengthen the calf. 2 more breaths. Slowly inhale your foot back above your hips. And then switch your hands. Bring your left hand as a strap, wrap the strap around your left hand. Reach your right hand out on the ground to the right side of the room. Keep your hips fairly low to the ground, and then let your right foot drift to the left. Start to feel a stretch again in the lateral hamstring, but also the abductors, the abductors, maybe into the right hip. Once again, only go to the point of stretch, not pain. If you feel pain at all in this, back off a bit. Take another deep breath in and out. Draw your foot back up above your hip. Bend your left knee, lift your left foot up. Slide your left foot inside the same loop as your right foot. Keep the strap in your left hand. Remove your right leg. And bring your right leg down to the ground. Drive your heel up towards the sky. Flex your toes towards your face. Use your left bicep now to pull your foot up towards your head. Flexing your left toes towards your face. The only part that's really engaged is the left bicep. Try to let your leg relax. Let your torso relax, arms relax, head relax. Take another deep, nice breath in. And exhale, sigh it out. Inhale. Exhale, start to let the left leg drift to the left. Still use your bicep to pull it up towards your head. You'll feel a stretch shift to your medial hamstring and your adductors, your inner thigh muscles. One more deep breath in and out. Inhale, slowly bring your foot back up above your hip. Switch your hands. Bring your right hand to the strap, wrap the strap around your right hand. And if you're not using a yoga strap itself, you're using a belt, you're using a towel, just clasp both ends of what you're holding in your hand. Bring your left hand back down to the ground. Keep your hips fairly low to the earth, and let your foot drift to the right. Feel a stretch shift to your lateral hamstring and the abductors, the abductors in the outer part of the left thigh, maybe into your left hip. Relax your head down, relax your torso down. Just gently use your right bicep to pull your foot closer towards your head. Take another deep breath in and out. Inhale your foot back above your head, above your hips rather. Bend your left knee, remove your strap, set your strap aside. Bend both legs. Bring your heels close to your glutes, feet and knees hip width distance. Bring your arms to your sides. Point your fingers nice and long, and then bend the elbows to 90-degree bend so your fingers point directly up to the sky with your arms at your sides. Find these little robot arms. Exhale all your air. Inhale, just a gentle bridge pose. Lift your hips up towards the sky. Doesn't need to be your highest bridge ever. And then on the exhale, press your tricep and elbow down into the earth to increase the bend of your thoracic spine, your upper spine. Bring your chest closer to your chin. Inhale your hips up a little more. Exhale, chin a little closer. Now inhale, lift your heels up. Keep the heels lifted. Relax the arms down. Slowly bring your back down one vertebra at a time until your pelvis reaches the ground. Then let your heels come down. Once your pelvis and heels reach the ground, hug your knees into your chest. Gently rock forward and back along the length of your spine. Rocking and rolling a couple times. And then come up to a seat. Cross your ankles and roll forward into a tabletop. Your wrists directly over your your shoulders directly over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Untuck your toes with your gaze down between your hands. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly down. Turn your gaze up to the sky. Arch your tail up. And exhale, cat pose. Arch your back up towards the sky. Tuck your tailbone underneath you. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, cow. Drop the belly down. Turn the gaze high. Draw your shoulder blades together and down your back. And exhale, cat. Spread your shoulder blades apart from one another as you arch your back up towards the sky. Float the 3 more rounds of cat and cow on your own. And after your 3rd round, come back to a neutral tabletop. Alright, so come back to a neutral tabletop. Just take a second to move your strap up to the top of your mat, just so that's where it needs to be later. Shift your weight to your left hand. Inhale your right hand up high to the sky. And then exhale, thread the needle. Bring your right arm underneath your left. Let your left elbow bend as much as you need to bring your shoulder and ear down to the earth. Feel free to leave this passive and just relax here. Feel free to make it active by pressing your left hand into the earth to increase the twist of your spine. As you inhale, let your light spine lengthen. As you exhale, maybe press a little more, twist a little more. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Slowly bring your right hand back up to the sky. And exhale the right hand down. Maybe shimmy a little bit. Let the back loosen. Shift your weight to your right hand. Inhale the left hand up to the sky. And then exhale, thread the needle. Bring your left arm underneath your right. Left shoulder down, left ear down. Let the right elbow bend as much as you need. Again, feel free to leave this passive, but if you made it active on the other side, I challenge you to make it active again on this side, to press your right hand into the earth to increase the twist of your spine. Inhale, lengthen your spine a little bit. Exhale, maybe press a little bit deeper, twist a little more. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Inhale your left hand back up to the sky. And exhale it down. One second. All right. From your tabletop, reach your left hand forward, right leg back, spinal balancing. Flex your toes toward your face with your toes pointing directly down towards the earth. Turn your left thumb up to the sky. Inhale, bring your big toe and your pinky down to the earth. Exhale, lift your heel and your thumb up towards the sky. Engage your glute, engage your shoulder. Inhale, lower your pinky and big toe down. Exhale, lift it up. 3 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last round. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Bring your knee and hand down. Shimmy a little bit if you need it. Reach your right hand forward, left leg back. Rotate your right thumb up towards the sky. Flex your left toes towards your face so your toes point directly down. Inhale your pinky and big toe down to the earth. Exhale, lift both your thumb and heel up towards the sky. Engage your glute, engage your shoulder. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. 3 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. And exhale, up. Hand and knee down. All right, shift your weight a little to the left. Bring your right leg up. Try to parallel your right thigh with the earth in this hydrant kick. We're going to inhale the knee back down towards the earth, but have it hovering above the earth. And exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 3 more. Inhale, down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Up. Last one, down. And up. Bring both knees down. Shift your weight to your right side a little bit. Lift the left knee up. Parallel your thigh to the ground. Inhale, lower your knee to hover. And exhale, lift it up to the side. Inhale down. And up. Down. And up. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And bring your knee down. Just warming up the hips, starting to strengthen the stabilizer muscles in the hips a little bit. So from tabletop, walk your hands forward, 1 handprint. Tuck your toes underneath you. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. Let your left heel come down towards the earth. Keep your hips fairly square to the ground. Feel a stretch in your left calf, maybe hamstring. And then switch your legs. Straighten your right leg, bend your left knee. Feel a stretch along your right calf and hamstring. And switch. And switch. 1 more around each side. And switch. And switch. Come back to a static down dog. Let both heels come down towards the earth. Fingers nice and wide. Shift some of your weight out of your wrists and into your thumb and forefinger with your forefingers pointing directly forward towards the space in front of your mat. Let your heels melt down. Send your chest towards your thighs and then your thighs for the wall behind you. If you find you have a curve in your spine here, bend your knees a little bit to remove some stretch from your hamstrings and find a flatter back. Send your chest towards your thighs just a little bit deeper. And your thighs towards the back wall just a little bit more. Start to walk your hands back towards your feet till you're in a standing forward fold here at the back of your mat. Bend your knees a bit to bring your belly to your thighs for a ragdoll pose. Let your head remain heavy, the top of your head dipping down towards the earth. Feel free to stay here. Feel free also to grab opposite elbows to create a box shape with the arms. And then from the low back, sway your torso left and right. Your arms and head just dangle. It's not about twisting the body. It's about letting the torso sway, letting it tick and talk like the pendulum of a grandfather clock. Your hips and legs remain in place. It's from the low back up that moves. Come back to center. Release your hands down towards the earth. Inhale, slowly roll up. Let your head remain heavy until you reach the top. Take a couple shoulder rolls one direction. And then the other. Oh, didn't realize you guys can't see me there. Draw your hands together in front of your heart. Close your eyes. Exhale all your air. Inhale through your nose, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Bring to the forefront of your mind whatever you wish to set today's intention for. This could be something for yourself, for someone you know and love. It could be a philosophy. If you do not have your own intention to set today, I offer the intention of just letting go. Letting go of the things we can't control. Letting go physically as we hold the postures to allow the stretch to deepen. Letting go of our baggage, leaving our baggage off the mat. It doesn't matter what happened before class. It doesn't matter what's happening after class. Try to be here and now and try to let all of that go. To seal all this intention, exhale all your air. Inhale through your nose, fill up. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. Let your hands come down to your sides, flutter your eyes open. Toe heel your feet together, big toes to touch. Tiny sliver of space between your heels. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms up to the sky. Engage your quads to lift them up off your kneecaps. Tuck your tailbone slightly. Pull your navel in and down towards your spine. Draw your shoulder blades together and down your back. Inhale. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale, side bend to the right. Tilt your torso to the right. Draw your left arm back by your ear. Turn your gaze up underneath the arm to look at the sky. Relax your shoulders down your back. Inhale, rise back up. Switch your grip. And then exhale, side bend to the left. Relax your shoulders down. Pull your bicep back by your ear. Rotate your gaze up underneath your right arm at the sky. Inhale, rise back up. Release your grip. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Parallel your spine to the ground. Palms into either your shins or your thighs. Draw your shoulder blades together and down your back. Just like down dog, if you have a curve to the spine here, bend your knees a bit to remove some stretch from your hamstrings to allow for a flatter back. Your gaze should be directly down below your face to help protect your neck. Exhale, walk your hands forward to high plank. Hands shoulder width distance, feet hip width distance. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Draw your legs together. Glue your legs together. Slide your hands down so your fingertips are at nipple level with your elbows pointing up towards the sky. Exhale all your air. Inhale, baby cobra. Press the tops of your feet into the ground. Engage your legs to lift your knees up. Use your low back to lift your chest up off the ground. Little to no weight in your hands. Maybe even float your hands up if that's what you wish. Turn your gaze down to about 6 inches in front of your mat. Inhale, lift your back up a little bit higher. Your chest up a little higher. And exhale, lower down. Retuck your toes. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. You can either come up to tabletop or press up to high plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. So that's our Sun A. You have the option to flow with the baby cobra. You can also take chaturanga on your knees, or skip it altogether just by holding high plank for a breath. Whatever variation you wish and feels good in your body. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat with your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift, parallel your spine to the ground once more. Gaze is down, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward, grab your left wrist, exhale, side bend to the right. Turn your gaze up at the sky, underneath your top arm. Inhale, rise back up, keep the gaze lifted, exhale, tilt to the left. Inhale, rise back up, release your grip. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back. Option again for chaturanga, either on the knees, off the knees, or baby cobra. Those taking chaturanga, now go to upward facing dog, lift the knees up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come down to your knees for a second, just for a very quick review of chaturanga. So from the halfway lift, come to high plank. I recommend having your wrist directly underneath your shoulders. Point the eye of your elbows forward if you can. Shift the hips forward, the whole body forward, so you're on your tiptoes. Lower halfway down, bring your ribs to your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. So you stack the shoulders over the wrists, engage your legs to lift your knees up, showing your heart forward. And then tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Chaturanga on the knees is very similar. From the high plank, you shift forward, but then drop the knees down. Still shift forward and down, bring your elbows to your ribs to your elbows rather. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift the knees back up, and exhale, downward facing dog. Choose whichever variation you wish. You can feel free to try all the different variations throughout the class, whatever feels good in your body. So let's come back to down dog for this third round of Sun A. Let's reconnect with the breath. Exhale all your air. Inhale through your nose, fill up. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Step, walk, hop, float, whatever you use to get to the top of your mat, feet together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Grab your left wrist. Exhale, side bend to the right. Turn your gaze up high. Inhale, rise back up. Switch your grip. And exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, mountain. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale. Chaturanga, baby cobra, hold the high plank, whichever you're using. Inhale, upward facing dog. If you're using chaturanga, Exhale, downward facing dog. Everyone meet in down dog. Alright, moving on to Sun B. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, sink your hips back and down. Shift your weight to your heels. Inhale, chair pose. Float your biceps up by your ears. So you really want the weight in your heels. Pull your knees back so you can clearly see your toes, if not the top of your feet. Squeeze your thighs together. Tuck the tailbone slightly. Pull your shoulder blades together and down your back. Sink the hips as far down as is comfortable. Now, if you were in mountain pose and bent your hips back and down just about this much, this is still chair pose. This is still chair pose. Anywhere in between here is chair pose. Find your depth based on your balance and your strength and your capabilities. Turn your palms to face one another. Squeeze your thighs together once more. Sink your hips back and down a little bit more. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, parallel your spine. Exhale, chaturanga, plant your palms, step back. Lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Melt your left heel low towards the earth. Inhale your right heel up towards the sky. Drop your right hip down so your hips are parallel to the ground. Flex your right toes towards your face. Engage your right glute to lift your right heel a little higher. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands. Now, if your foot stops about halfway, you can always grab your ankle and assist it forward. Otherwise, just step it between your hands. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral the back heel down, shoulders over your hips. Reach for the front and back space. Try to stack your front knee over your front ankle as much as comfortable. Drive your arms for the front and back space. Rotate your head to the right to look over your front fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, extend at an angle. Drop your front arm down, reach your back arm up. You can either bring your forearm to your thigh or reach on the inside of your right leg, reaching your hand for the ground. But note, it is better to reach for the sky than it is to reach for the ground, so to help keep your core engaged and spine long. Inhale, reverse warrior. Leave your front leg where it is. Float your front arm up and back. Slide your back hand down your back leg. You'll always have the option for the half bind to bend your back arm around your low spine. Inhale. And exhale. Chaturanga. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back and lower halfway. Option to keep the right foot lifted as you lower down, unless you're taking your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Second side. Inhale your left leg up and back. Melt the right heel low. Drop your left hip down and line through right. Flex your toes towards your face. Engage your left glute. Lift your heel up a little higher. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between hands. Again, feel free to assist it forward if you need. Inhale, warrior two. Spread the back heel down. Blossom open to the right side of the room. Spread your fingers wide to activate your forearms as you reach for the front and back space. Tuck the tailbone slightly. Engage your core. Pull your navel in and down. Inhale. Exhale, extend that angle. Tilt your torso forward. Reach your front hand down, back arm up. Again, option for forearm to thigh or to reach on the inside of your leg. Press your arm into your front leg to help increase the twist of your heart towards the sky. Rotate your head to the right to look past your top fingertips. Inhale, reverse warrior. Rotate your head to the left as you tilt up and back. Reach your fingertips towards the top of the wall behind you. Relax your shoulders down your back. Again, your back hand can slide down the back leg or wrap around the low spine for the half bind. Feel a stretch in your left side. Inhale. Exhale. Cartwheel down. Step back and flow through your vinyasa, either chaturanga, on the knees, off the knees, or baby cobra. And make your way back to downward facing dog. Okay. All right, so that's our Sun B. 2 more times, moving 1 breath, 1 movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, parallel your spine to the ground. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, sink your hips back and down, float your biceps up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Options always, if you're taking full chaturanga, to hop back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral open to the left side of the room. Exhale, extend to side angle. Drop your front arm down. Reach your back arm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Float your front arm up and back. Option for the half bind. Feel a stretch in your right side. Exhale, chaturanga. Cartwheel down. Step back and flow. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral open to the right side of the room. Exhale, extend that angle. Drop your front arm down, lift your back arm up, turn your gaze up high. Inhale, reverse warrior. Float your front arm up and back like you're trying to touch the top of the wall with your fingertips. And exhale, cartwheel down. Step back, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time through. Inhale, look forward. Step, walk, hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, sink your hips back and down. Float your biceps up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Keep your left heel low. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral open to the left side of the room. Turn your gaze forward. Exhale, extend side angle. Rotate your gaze to the sky. Inhale, reverse warrior. Option for the half bind as you float your right arm up and back. Turn your gaze up high. Exhale, chaturanga, cartwheel down. Step back and flow. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last side. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Shoulders over hips. Tuck the tailbone a bit. Exhale, extend side angle. Tilt your torso forward. Reach up towards the sky with your right hand. Inhale, reverse warrior. Tilt your torso back towards the wall behind your mat. Turn your gaze up high. And exhale, cartwheel down. Step back and flow. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, have a seat. Feel free to towel off, get a sip of water. Whew. All right. So, like I said earlier, I highly recommend having 2 blocks, something to use as blocks, books, boxes, Tupperware, whatever you have. Have them at the top of your mat. Meet back and down dog. Let's reconnect with the breath. Exhale all your air. Inhale through your nose, fill up. And exhale, let it go. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands. Step your back leg forward about 6 to 12 inches. Grab your blocks, place them on either side of your front foot. Glue your chest to your thigh. Draw your right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale here. Exhale, start to straighten the front leg. Keep your chest close to your thigh. It doesn't matter how much you straighten the leg until you stretch. Go until you feel a good stretch in your lateral hamstring on the right side. Bring your forehead slightly closer to your shin. Inhale, rebend, come to low lunge. And exhale, extend for this rolling pyramid. 3 more rounds. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, extend. Inhale, rebend. Set your blocks aside. Hands back down. Step. Scoot your back leg back a little bit to a normal low lunge. Gently set the back knee down. Press your hands on your thigh and lift your shoulders up over your hips. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Untuck the back toes. Now, if this is too much on your back knee, you can always press your back shin into the ground to relieve some pressure from the back knee. You can also take the left side of your mat and fold it up. So you have 2 layers of mat underneath your knee. Or take a folded up hand towel and place it underneath your back knee. Whichever is more comfortable for you and your body. So from here, draw your right hip back, left hip forward. Tuck the tailbone slightly. Engage the left glute. Inhale. Puff up your chest. Exhale, send your hips forward and down. Keep the chest back, maybe into a slight back bend to accentuate the stretch in the front of your left hip. Inhale, shift your hips up and back. Exhale, forward and down. 3 more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward. Inhale, rise. Keep the left glute engaged. Exhale, forward. Last one. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Inhale, come back up. Grab your blocks once more. Place them on either side of your thigh on the ground. I recommend the taller setting at first, maybe even just starting with your fingers on them. Extend your front leg. Flex your toes towards your face. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward to square your hips to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine tall, and exhale, hinge forward for this half split. You can bring your palms down to the block, adjust the height of the block, move the blocks forward, whatever is comfortable in your body and your capabilities with this hamstring stretch and the lateral hamstring. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Slowly come back up. Rebend your front leg. Set your blocks aside. Inhale, kneeling crescent lunge. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Reach your fingertips up towards the sky. You can feel free to stay here on the back knee. You can also tuck the back toes, lift the back knee for high crescent lunge. Whatever you wish to do with your body today. From here, pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Tuck the tailbone slightly. Shoulders over your hips. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, tilt your torso forward. Exhale, rotate towards your front leg. Hook your elbow on the outside of your front thigh. Create a straight line going from elbow through wrist to opposite elbow. As you exhale, press your top hand into the bottom hand and your elbow into your thigh to increase the twist of your heart up towards the sky. This is the same whether your knee is up or down. If you took the knee up for high crescent and need to come back down to your back knee, that's totally fine. And if you're ever feeling wobbly in either position, walk your front foot out a step or two to widen your stance. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Maybe turn your gaze to the right to look over your right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, look down. Plant your hands on the inside of your right foot. Gently set the back knee down if it was up already. Excuse me, if it wasn't already on the ground. There we go. I like to scooch my back leg back to bring my hips further down. Walk your right foot out to the right edge of your mat and forward so your ankle is now in front of your knee. You can feel free to stay here in your palms. You can also come down to your forearms, either forearms to a block or forearms to the ground. Runner's lunge. Let your head hang heavy. Feel a stretch in your left hip flexor, the front of your left hip, maybe in the right adductor, inner groin muscle. Option, nod your head yes. To shake your head no. To open and close your mouth, release your jaw. Feel free to stay here. Feel free also to come back up to your palms if you're on your forearms. Reach your right hand back, bend your left knee, capture your right foot in your hand, and gently pull your heel towards your glute. Keep your hips forward and down as you pull your heel closer to your glute. This is an option. If it's too much or not accessible, you can stay with either your palms down or your forearms down. You can also wrap a strap around your ankle if you need to pull your heel closer to your glute if you can't make contact. Inhale and exhale. Last inhale and exhale. Gently release the leg. Bring your both hands back down to the ground. Come up to your hands if you're on your forearms. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step back to high plank. All right. Shift your heels to the left. Stack your hips. We're going to come up into side plank for just a moment, but then slide your right leg forward about halfway up the mat. So both your sets of toes are pointing to the right side of the room. Keep your hips stacked. Keep the left leg engaged. Bring your right hand to your right thigh. Start to dip the hips down towards the earth for a version of Horizon's lunge. You can either stand your palm on the left arm, or come up to a fist if your wrist is feeling a little wonky. Keep the left leg engaged as you lower the hips down. You should feel a good stretch in your outer left hip, maybe the abductor area, the what people commonly refer to as the IT band, maybe into your left side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly bring the hips back up. Bring your right hand back down, step back to high plank. Inhale and exhale, down dog. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Grab your blocks, place them on either side of your front foot. Walk your back leg forward about 6 to 12 inches. Left hip back, right hip forward, square your hips to the front of the room. Inhale, glue your chest to your thigh. And exhale, start to straighten your front leg for this pyramid pose. Keep your chest close to your thigh. Feel a stretch in your lateral hamstring on the left leg. Inhale, rebend. And exhale, extend. 3 more rounds of this rolling pyramid. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Bend, inhale. And exhale, extend. Last round. Inhale, bend. And exhale, extend. Gently rebend the knee. Step the right foot back up again. Place your blocks off to the side. Set your back knee down. Untuck your toes. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Hands on top of your thigh. I recommend taking the opposite hand stack or interlace on top of your other thigh just to help bring some balance to your body. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Again, if you need more padding underneath the back knee, do so. You can either fold the mat in, you can place a towel underneath it. In general, you can also just press the shin down to remove some pressure from the knee. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward, tuck the tailbone, engage your right glute. Inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, send your hips forward and down. Keep your chest back and heart lifted. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, come back up. Grab your blocks. Place them on either side of your front leg, probably around your thigh area. Extend the front leg forward. Flex your toes towards your face. You can start on your fingertips, your knuckles, your palms, whatever is comfortable in your body. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, half split, hinge forward towards your front foot. Keep your hips and shoulders square towards the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your heart toward your toes. Exhale, hinge a little bit deeper. You can change the height of your blocks. You can walk them forward, walk them back, whatever you need in your body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. You can even set them aside if that's comfortable in your body. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. 1 more. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Start to rebend the knee. Set your blocks aside if you use blocks. Reach the arms up to the sky, kneeling crescent lunge. If you took the back knee up on the other side, do so again here. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward, tuck the tailbone slightly. Float your biceps by your ears. Remember, if you're feeling wobbly, if your knee is up or down, walk your front leg out a little bit. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, tilt your torso forward. Exhale, revolve crescent lunge. Your twist towards your front thigh, hook your elbow on the outside of your thigh. Once more, option to come back down to your knee if you lifted the knee up. Press your top hand into the bottom hand and your elbow into your thigh. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Maybe rotate your head to the left to look over your left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Last inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Rotate your head to the right, look down. Exhale, hands on the inside of your left foot for runner's lunge. Gently set the back knee down, maybe scoot the back leg back a little bit. Walk your left foot out to the left and forward so your ankle's in front of your knee. Once more, option to stay on your palms or to come down your forearms, be it forearms to block or forearms to ground. And to let your head hang heavy, to nod your head yes, to shake your head no. Possibly open and close your mouth to help release your jaw. If you took the quad stretch on the other side, if you're not on your palms, come back up to your palms. Shift your weight to your right hand. Reach back with your left, capture your right foot in your left hand, and pull your heel towards your glute while sinking your hips forward and down. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Release your foot, bring both hands back down to the ground. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knees, step back to high plank once more. Shift your heels to the right this time. Briefly come to side plank, stack the hips, stack the shoulders, and slide your left foot up halfway up the mat. Place your left hand on your left hip. Maybe come up to your fist instead of your hand on the right side. Keep your right leg engaged. Sink your hips down towards the earth to feel a stretch in the outside of the right hip. Maybe the right abductor area, the IT band area. Maybe the right side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly lift the hips back up. Place the left hand down, step back, high plank. Inhale. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come down to your knees, have a seat. Extend your legs out long in front of you. So we've done a fair bit for the lateral hamstring. Let's do some stretching for the medial hamstring. So we're going to spread our legs nice and wide. Now, if you're having trouble just sitting with your shoulders over your hips, take a block. Place a block under your hips. This will help tilt your hips forward a little bit and make it a little easier to stack your shoulders over your hips. From here, inhale the arms up to the sky. You can either bring your hands out in front of you on the ground or slide your hands down your legs as you hinge forward to grab what's accessible, your calves, ankles, feet. Just make sure to point your knees and your toes directly up to the sky. As you inhale, lengthen your spine forward. As you exhale, use your biceps to pull yourself a little bit deeper in this fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Feel a stretch in your medial hamstring, the inner hamstring. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. One more breath in and out. Inhale, slowly come back up. So we're going to do something for the low back here. Rotate your shoulders towards the left knee, left foot. Take your right hand, place it on the outside of your left leg. Left hand, just gently rest on the ground about a foot to the left of your left leg. Inhale, square your shoulders forward towards your foot, puff up your chest. And exhale, hinge towards your left leg. Slide your hands as your right hand is down as is comfortable, far down as is comfortable, and then use your right bicep to pull yourself a little bit deeper. You should feel a good stretch in the right side of your low back. Inhale, lengthen your heart towards your toes. Exhale, fold a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Last inhale. And exhale. Inhale, slowly come back up. And then rotate to the right leg. Square your shoulders towards your right leg. Take your left hand, place on the outside of your right leg. Right hand can just gently rest on the ground about a foot to the right of your leg. Inhale, pop up your chest, square your shoulders forward. And exhale, hinge towards your right leg. Slide your hands forward, your left hand forward as much as is comfortable. And then use your grab as accessible, use your bicep to pull yourself slightly deeper. Feel a stretch in your left low back. 2 more breaths. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Slowly come back up. Come to Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose, butterfly pose. Bring your feet together. Bring your heels close to your glute, close to your groin rather. And let your knees just fall down. If your knees are up here, that's totally fine. Just find what's accessible in your body. So we don't need to do what we were taught in PE to press our knees down with our elbows. You don't need to do that. You can either just place your hands in front of you or interlace your hands underneath your feet. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, hinge forward. No need to press the knees down. Trust me, you'll feel a good enough stretch in your adductors anyway. Your inner groin muscles. Inhale, lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, hinge a little bit more. One more inhale. And exhale. Slowly come back up. Similar posture, dip and stretch. Bring your feet out far enough so you have a bit of a diamond shape with your legs. Grab your ankles, inhale, puff up your chest, and exhale, hinge forward. This time, you should feel it more in the low back rather than the inner thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Try to bring your forehead slightly closer to your feet. Slowly come back up. Bend your knees, rotate your knees up towards the sky, and then come on down to your back. Pull your heels close to your glutes. You should be able to lightly graze your heels with your fingertips with your knees and feet hip-width distance. Find your robot arms again, like we did at the beginning of class. Fingertips point directly up to the sky with your elbows at your sides. Exhale all your air. Inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky. Bridge pose. Exhale, press your arms into the earth to bring your chest closer to your chin. Inhale your hips up a little higher. Find a higher bridge than we did at the beginning of class. Exhale, press a little bit more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Lift your heels up off the ground. Relax the arms, slowly bring the back down, one vertebra at a time. Let your pelvis come down last, and then your heels. The lifted heel helps guarantee your pelvis reaches the ground at the last point of the spine. All right, so we're going to do some reclining supine pigeon. There we go. If you want to work with half pigeon, feel free to do so. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Grab your left hamstring with both hands and gently use your biceps to pull your knee closer to your chest. Feel a stretch in the outside of your right hip. Flex your right toes towards your right knee to help protect your knee. If you can get your left knee close enough, feel free to move your hands to your shin instead of your hamstring. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. A few more breaths. The main activation here should just be in your biceps. Everything else should relax as much as you can, except for you will still want to keep your right toes flexing towards your right knee. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly release your left foot back down to the ground. Bring your right foot down and then switch your legs. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Flex your left toes towards your left knee. Capture your right hamstring with both hands and pull your knee towards your chest. Again, option to bring your hands to your shins if you can get your knee close enough. The side might feel a little tighter or a little looser. This is perfectly normal as our bodies develop asymmetrically. Inhale. And exhale. Slow, deep breaths with your eyes closed. One more breath in and out. Bring both feet back down to the ground. Bring your arms out to a T on the ground. Scoot your hips to the right edge of your mat, and then float both your knees up over your hips, parallel your shins to the ground. Try to maintain the 90-degree bend in your hips and your knees. Let your knees fall to the left. Gentle supine twist. Maybe turn your gaze to the right to complete the twist in your neck. Just make sure to keep both shoulder blades glued to the ground. Deep breath in and out. Inhale your knees back over your hips. Bring your toes down. Scoot your hips all the way to the left edge of your mat this time. And then float your knees up. Find your shins parallel to the ground. And then exhale, supine twist. Send your knees to the right. Turn your gaze to the left to complete the twist in your spine. Deep breath in and out. Float your knees back up over your hips. Bring your hips back to center. Curl up in the smallest ball you can. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Forehead up towards your knees. Inhale, squeeze everything nice and tight. And then exhale, Shavasana. Let your legs come down, feet splay wide. Rest your arms at your sides. Palms can either face up or face down. Whatever feels better in your body. Close your eyes after you do whatever micro adjustments you might need. And just relax. You've worked hard for this past hour. Take these next few moments to just relax. Nothing to do. Nowhere to go. Only to be. Just a few more rounds of breath. Feel free to stay here if you wish. If you need to move on, start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, roll out your ankles, roll out your wrists, draw your right ear to the mat, and then your left. Take a nice long full body stretch, reach your fingers to the wall behind you, toes to the wall in front of you. Then float your knees up over your hips and gently roll onto your right side for fetal position. Use your bottom bicep like a pillow. Allow Shavasana to mark the end of this chapter of your day, while fetal pose begins the next chapter. Try to keep your eyes closed. Press your hands to sit up into a comfortable seat facing the front. Draw your hands together in front of your heart. Exhale all your air. Inhale through your nose, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale your thumbs up to the point between your eyebrows on your forehead, connecting your heart to your mind. In honor of the practice and to each other, bow forward. Om Namaste. Alright, thank you for joining me for class. If you have any feedback for me, comments, questions, things that you liked, things that you didn't, please reach out to me either privately or just comment on the video. As usual, today is a suggested donation of $10. And with at least in Illinois, with the shelter in place being extended till May 30th, I am going to be doing this Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon until throughout all of May. I'll be making those events later today. And I am also still doing private yoga lessons. So if you want to do a one-on-one lesson where we tailor a yoga sequence to you, your bodies, and its capabilities, reach out to me. That is $30 for the hour plus whatever gratuity you want to give. Words. Again, it is completely tailored to you, and it is a one-on-one call, so just you and I. And either way, stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Drink lots of water. Have a good one. Namaste.